25 extra% off on anything that we sell on the live stream show. What I also like about it is that I get to talk as much as I want with no interruptions about any of the pieces we're bringing you. Queen Bee likes to talk. Secondly, you can text and ask me any questions you want, message me while I'm on air now, and if I can answer the questions, I will gladly do it. Thirdly, I got a big list of things to start the show with. So exciting news this Thursday coming up, John, who has taken over our live stream segment of Shop LC, has a really exciting, something super, super special. I can't tell you what it is because I can't spill the beans as much as I want to, but I can tell you this. If you tune in Thursday, we have 4 shows, and sometime during those 4 shows, something super fragilistic is going to happen here at Shop LC. So you might want to have your phone with the shows in the background to see what's going on. Okay. Aside from all that, Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto, you can follow me on social media under Cheryl Benvenuto. It's Italian in there. In my Facebook page, I'm in a full-on bee suit. Or you can follow me on Instagram at Cheryl Magical Journey or Magical Journey Cheryl. So I have been with Shop LC for a couple of years now. I came aboard selling them shungite. That's how we met at the Denver Gem Show. They bought a lot of shungite from me. I'm a jewelry designer. I'm a manufacturer. I'm a wholesaler. I love gems and jewelry. I love it, love it, love it. I love looking at it. I love learning about the newest stuff that's coming out on the market. And if you love it too, excuse me, we have a free event here at our home office in Austin, Texas, September 19th. Now, that date you should put down because on that particular day, you can come here. We're going to do live studio tours. We are going to have a fashion show with all our newest pieces that come coordinating with matching jewelry, pocketbook, shoes, the whole gamut. We're going to have a couple of seminars. We're going to make an essential oil roller from scratch for people that attend. I believe Becky Booker, who everybody knows, is going to talk about sapphires and all about them. So if you're available to come on down here September 19th, give it a try, 2 to 6. It's a free event. Where else can you do something fun? Be amongst your fellow peers that are jewelry collectors and aficionados and talk gemstones, look at fashion, and just have an all-around fun time for 4 hours. Doesn't have to be a specific time. You can be here all the whole 4 hours or pop in for whatever time you have available. So that's going to happen in a couple of weeks, and please come visit because it's super fun. It's our 8th one we've put on, and we continue. The momentum gets bigger and bigger every gem show. A lot of our VIPs, we had 10 of them come last time. I think we even have a little bit more of our VIPs attending this time. You can go onto Facebook, the Facebook VIP page, and join. We have about 4,000 members. It's free to everybody. It's just an uplifting site on Facebook to talk about gemstones, post stuff. One of our VIPs just posted the most gorgeous video I've ever heard in my entire life with her singing a song she wrote about turquoisite. Look at it. It is crazy. I hope that flies on the internet and she becomes a starlit sensation. But right now, we're going to start our show with some great stuff. Now, everything that I'm going to show you that I'm looking at here also comes with a certified appraisal, which is done by a third party. We do not appraise our own merchandise. That would be illegal. So we send it out and have it appraised by a third party to let you know you're exactly what you're paying for. You're getting more than what you're paying for. And that's why we are called Shop LC, low cost. So let's get into this, and through the next 2 hours, I'll entertain you and chatter and bring you some great stuff that maybe is affordable for you. Okay, the first piece I have coming up is this absolutely exquisite emerald. Bacoya Colombian emerald beaded necklace, 18-inch, 40 karat. Now, I'm going to bring this up a little bit closer. I'm not going to bring it too close to the camera because it gets blurry. But if you look at these emeralds, I've got them on my hand. These are translucent Colombian emeralds. Every single one of these oval beads is hand cut. Think about the carat weight on this necklace. We could have taken every single one of these and made it into a ring. You're getting it on one necklace. One necklace. Now, this is on the site for clearance at $4,319.99. Because this is the live shopping show, and in the comment here where it says write a comment, you will type in shop one. Is that what it is? Shop one?
Yes.
Shop one, and hit that little arrow, and that will bring you up to an order page. And this will come up $4,319.99. That's not your price. Because you're attending and watching the live video, you're going to get an extra 25% off, which brings us down to, do you want me to do this stuff, DJ?
I can if you want me to.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
And so this is going to come with your certified appraisal card. That's right here. This particular piece is appraised at $14,000, which it should be, by the way, if you look at the gram weight of every single one of these emeralds and the color and the quality. Now, this is listed as a four quad, which you know in TV land here at Shop LC, 4 is the best of the best. We start with single and then go up, and so a quad 4 is always the best color saturation. The 25% off brings this down to $3,239.99. It's $647 off the price because you're watching the live show. So a little bit about Colombian emeralds. Well, first of all, obviously they're from Colombia. We sort of knew that, and that's something that everybody should know. They're formed in the Andes Mountains. The color of them is usually a velvety green garden appearance. These look like, if you go outside and you look at your favorite fauna outside, this is going to be the color that you see that you want your emeralds to be. These Colombian emeralds have fewer impurities and more saturated hues. And that's from chromium and vanadium. So this contains a couple of minerals that some of the other emeralds that you see out there in the world do not contain. Colombian emeralds are a specific green color. They're recognized for that color. And, it's the Duke of Devonshire has the largest emerald that's worth some serious money. Emerald's the May birthstone. My mom was an emerald baby. And to try to get quality like this, now, I'm going to take off this big clunky necklace that I have on and put it aside because I want you to see the color of these emeralds up against my, I guess I'd call this orange top. But, folks, if you can see and zoom in, I don't know how close I can get. DJ, when I go up to the camera real close, does it get blurry or is it going to stay focused?
Oh, let's see. Oh, no, it looks fine.
Okay, so I'm moving these up as close as I can to the camera because I really want you to see the color of these emeralds and the quality. And that's what an emerald is. The more inclusions that an emerald has, the less the light is able to go into the stone and bounce around and bring saturated green color to your eye. So if it has a lot of imperfections, the stone might be dark, but it's cloudy, it's not clear. These are beautiful, clear Colombian emeralds. Now, like I said, we could have taken every single one of these emeralds and actually faceted into a ring. We did not because you know what? Sometimes you want an emerald necklace. Not everybody wants to wear a ring. So this gives you the chance to wear beautiful emeralds around your neck. Folks, this is going to be $3,200. What else do we do on Shop LC Best is we have budget pay. So behind the scenes are a customer service, our personal shoppers, we call them here. Their phone number is 888-835-2237. They are there 24/7, and you can see the number right here in case you didn't catch it. So call this number. And what they can do, they can help you with budget pay. They can split this up on a couple of credit cards to make it work for you. But remember, this was on clearance, which is already discounted. Remember, here is the card, the certified appraisal card, $14,000. Okay, $14,000. If you went into one of your beautiful, really super high-end stores, jewelry stores, They would take this out of a vault. They would sit you down at a beautiful table. They would offer you champagne, water, cappuccino. They would take this out of the vault. They would have white gloves on because you know what? I'm touching this piece. I'm putting oil on it. This is my sample. I don't mind doing that. But when they are showing you a $14,000 necklace, it is white glove treatment the whole way 100%. We're giving you that same service, but we're charging you $32.39, and we're allowing you to split it up on budget pay for 5 months. If you go to buy this in the future, this price of $14,000 is completely realistic. That means you're going to insure this through your insurance company for $14,000 if it's lost or stolen. That's the replacement value. Just because you paid $3,200 does not mean that you can find this necklace again at that given day for $3,200. You can't. This is something that Shop LC has put together as a super savings for you. Okay, so I'm going to try to time myself so I can get through everything. So that's our first piece. That's Colombian Emerald necklace. It is absolutely stunning. If you don't want the necklace, I have something that you might want. And this is going to be Shop 2 in the comments once again. Colombian emeralds obviously come from Colombia. They're very well known. The color of a Colombian emerald is very recognizable. This particular piece is appraised at $7,895. Okay, so it's on clearance also, $21.59. We're going to give you an additional 25% off. That brings it down to $1,619. This is going to be Shop 2 right there in the comment. Press that. It's going to bring you to the order page. $1,619. Now, this is part of our Rhapsody collection, which means, hello, welcome to the world of platinum. So this does not fit my finger. I wear an 8. This is a 6, but I'm putting it on to show you how beautiful this ring is. Now, this is once again quad 4 emerald Colombian. The stones and the diamonds are 0.30, which is a third of a carat, and these are going to be EF and VS. So EF, colorless diamond, starts at DE. With your naked eye and with a loop, unless you are GIA certified and like I am, and you look at diamonds all day long, which I do not, I would never be able to tell the difference between a D and E. It is so minute that it really takes a person that is GIA all day long grading stones to find that little bit of color difference. Folks, a third of a carat. The center stone, that's an emerald cut, and that is 1 carat, full carat of Colombian emerald. Like I said, this is appraised at $7,875. Your cost today for this beautiful ring, $1,619. And if you split that up on 5 payments, it comes out to about $320 per payment, which is really affordable if you want platinum, if you want emerald, and if you want diamond. So this has a double halo around that emerald cut emerald. Emerald cut emerald. Huh, that's funny. Okay. I thought so. Anyway, because it's emerald cut, and that's how originally when they started faceting colored stones, an emerald, they faceted it that way because it had to be really clear. Emerald is, like I said, a stone that when it shows its imperfections, in this particular cut, you can see them with the naked eye. So an emerald cut, even with a diamond, that stone has to be really, really quad quality. And that's what you have here. Remember, EF, VS, a third of a carat in diamond, full cut emerald cut in the center. This is going to be your Colombian emerald, appraised at over $7,000. Your cost today, $1,619.99. If you're a May baby, buy it for yourself. If maybe Christmas time is coming up, red and green, and you want to do a selfish purchase for yourself, you know, one thing about Christmas that I dislike is that when I go to the store, which I try not to do a whole lot during the season, I usually have a shopping cart full of stuff for Cheryl. And that's the disheartening part, is that I can find a lot of stuff for me and I look for those special gifts for people and it's really hard sometimes. So I end up buying myself all kinds of crazy stuff. And that's why I'm a hard person to buy for. So if you know somebody who's a hard person to buy for, this beautiful emerald ring at a great, great savings. Maybe it's a Christmas gift in the future for them to have. So Yvonne, yes, we are going to Gem Fest. You are in, and I'm so happy to see that, and I will be there too. And it's coming up very, very quickly, just like the holidays. I can't believe how fast this time is flying. I arrived in February, and I can't believe it's already September. Okay, this is a beautiful ring, and this is something that I could sell all day long. I could wear it all day long, and I love it because of two reasons. Well, first of all, the quality of the stones. All right, this is a certified and appraised, once again, our Rhapsody collection. This is Ceylon blue sapphire and diamond. It's a full carat. The platinum is 9.50 and it's over 4 grams of platinum. Now, if you look at this, the Rhapsody collection is what we use when we use our best stones. So these are the best of the best. You can just see how that sparkles on my hand. I love a ring like this. If I have the ability, I would buy 2 and then put something in the center. Or I would buy 1 and then buy 2 plain bands and sandwich this to give it a little bit more of a girth and a stackable effect. Folks, this is phenomenal. So this is appraised at $5,500. And I want you to look at the color of that. I'm going to move my hand around. You can see the diamond sparkling. You can see the sapphire sparkling. So Ceylon sapphires are from Sri Lanka. I got to double check that just so yep. Okay. So that area has been mined out for a very long time, but we are bringing you the best of the best. This is, it's formerly known. So Sri Lanka was formerly known as Ceylon. So Sri Lanka. Unbelievable sapphires. These are full cut. It's paired with alternating full cut round diamonds in set and platinum. $21.99 is not your price. Your price is going to be $1,649.99. We've taken off $329 just for watching the live stream. And that's going to bring you, this is going to be shop 3. You're going to type in here, hit the arrow button, and this beautiful Ceylon sapphire ring with full cut diamonds is going to come your way. It says when you pull it up on our website, $440 on budget pay. Absolutely not, because if we bring this down to $1,600 divided by 5, it's going to bring your budget pays way, way lower. It comes certified for quad 4, full cut. The center stone in the these little diamonds and sapphires are all 3 millimeters. So full cut. I love this. When you get into platinum, there's something about the feel of platinum. And I have worked with many metals my whole life, and I love watching a metal turn to a liquid, turn back to a solid. It's like glass. It's fascinating. But I also love when metal changes and hardens. Certain metals are malleable and certain metals are not. And platinum is one of those metals that is not malleable. When you maneuver this into a ring shape or any type of a bracelet or anything, once it's done cooling, a lot of times with other metals, you can hammer it and you can maneuver it still. You can texture it. Platinum is not like that. This metal is so hard. It's like the molecules just sort of shove each other around and they stay intact. So this ring or anything in platinum will not scratch. It will not wear. And that's what's interesting. If you put this next to a wedding band in gold and you wore this for 5 years, the gold wedding band would be worn thinner. Platinum never thins out like that. So that's why it's so sought after as a metal that is made into jewelry, because it lasts a lifetime. And we really mean that. This ring will last a lifetime. So maybe it's an anniversary coming up. Maybe it's your 5th anniversary, 2, 4, 6. Maybe it's your 8th anniversary. Can you imagine getting that for 8 years of wedding bliss? Folks, sometimes when you get married, you're on a very fixed budget. And many years, then kids come along and college and school and, you've been wearing the same ring for maybe 40 years and you love it. But it's teeny tiny, and leave it to your daughter, and maybe upgrade something to get something a little bit more substantial that you can enjoy the rest of your wedding, bliss years. So don't be afraid to change up. Jewelry is so sentimental, but it's nice to hold on to it. I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm saying maybe pass it on while your children are alive so they can enjoy it and wear it, and then you can have something beautiful for yourself to enjoy the rest of your years. Okay, we're going to move on to these beautiful emerald earrings. Now, look at how sweet these are. And once again, everything that I'm going to show you comes with a certified appraisal card. So once again, this is going to be set in platinum. This is a quad emerald. It's Colombian. But can you look at these little earrings? So these are really small. DJ, can you pull them up and back of me, the picture?
Yeah.
Because when I zoom in, I really want people to show that these have 3 cascading diamonds. And it's a setting that it's so beautiful and delicate, but it is not delicate like breakable delicate. So you can see how every single one of these diamonds, and I'm afraid last time I put stuff close to the camera, folks, it got real blurry and I got a lot of texts about it. So I'm trying to show you large and in charge the picture. So see how these are cascading diamonds? These are all prong set. They're all full cut. And then they're on like a little bar that has movement. So every one of these moves. So movement when you buy jewelry is very, very important because it has the ability when light hits and you have movement, light can hit at different directions and then that piece is noticed. So designing a piece of jewelry that has movement, especially with diamonds, is super important. Now these are $1,399. These are set in platinum and they have some beautiful heavy backs on. These butterfly backs are super heavy. And let me see if these are screw backs. So that means you will never lose these. A screw back is a nut and a bolt and that back actually screws on until it's firm against your earlobe. And you actually have to unscrew it. That particular finding, and this is called the finding that the stones are in, is one of your most expensive ear findings out there because it's difficult to make. So these are appraised at $3,500. That's the appraisal card. Your stones, your emeralds are going to be 5 millimeter, and the carat weight is going to be just over a carat. 1.01, which is pretty desirable size. And then your diamond weight is going to be 0.9. Now, when I say desirable, when you buy stud earrings, the most sought after and sold size of a stud earrings is always 50 points. People, when they go to a retailer or a jewelry store, that's the standard size. That's the size that most retailers have a lot of. Why is that? Because when you get into a larger stone singly, so this is a 50-point emerald. If this was a full carat for one ear, this price would jump from $1,300 to $10,000 because then you're doing 2 carat in each ear of clear cut. These are princess. Oh, these are rounds. So these are fully faceted. But you're dealing with, once you get into a larger stone above a carat, the price jumps considerably because they're harder to find. It's really difficult to find larger rough that doesn't have a lot of inclusions or matrix. And then once you take a larger piece of rough like that, remember, we still have to cut it down. So we're cutting down and some of that's being wasted. So when you get into the larger carat weights, the stone goes up incredibly. So this is great. This is greatly affordable. This is really affordable. That's a better word. So $1,399 is going to be your start price. After the 25% off, it brings it down to $1,049. This is going to be shop 4 right there in the little comment. It comes once again with your certified appraisal card, and these are appraised at $3,500. If you're an emerald baby, if you love the color green, emerald is for the heart chakra. It opens up the heart for love and forgiveness. Extend that olive branch. Or if you just think these are cool, groovy earrings and you want them, order them. Call our personal shopper, 888-835-2237, and they can split this up for you on budget pay and do magic so we can get these earrings to you within a week and you can start to enjoy them as soon as you get them. Okay, that's going to be shop 4, Colombian Emerald. Beautiful color on these. Take advantage of that. The appraisal. To have any jewelry just appraised, first of all, right now in this world, it's going to cost you about $200 to $300 per piece for somebody to sit down, loop this, and give you all the measurements, the carat weight, and everything. It takes quite a bit of time, especially if it's in a mounting, because it's harder for us to see. It's a lot more labor intensive, and they're going to charge you per piece. So us giving you a certified appraisal card is to your benefit, because that way there's no questions when you go to insure it, and you know exactly what you're paying for that we're sending you. It's true. The stones are a certain color. The carat weight's correct. If you go out and you buy merchandise from not from a reputable jeweler, from just who knows, make sure that you get the documented size of the stones that you're buying, because a carat can look like a carat, but it could be a half carat the way it's cut. So really protect yourself and make sure that you're getting the full amount of carat weight and gram weight and everything that it's listed. Here at Shop LC, we stand behind our merchandise 100%. We also offer a 30-day money-back guaranteed. So if we sell you something and you decide you don't like it, you have 30 days to send it back with no questions asked. We'll credit back your credit card. So we give you the ability to buy safely and freely without having any worries about returning something and then holding your money, giving you a merchandise credit. We don't do any of that. We just put it back on your credit card, and you can happy shop with us again on a piece that you might enjoy better. Okay, so I'm going to move on to now we're going to get into our Madagascar Purple Sapphire. Now this is something that is a rare, and this does not come with a card. Okay, so I do not see an appraisal card for this ring, but don't beware, because I'm going to tell you what it is, and the description is going to be up there, and it is exactly what it says it is. But you know what it doesn't say? It is beautiful. That's what it doesn't say. So this is from Madagascar, and if you didn't know anything about sapphires, they come in a rainbow of colors: yellow, orange, purple, green, light pink, a whole myriad of colors. This particular stone is mined in Madagascar. It was discovered, I'm going to look at my notes, I believe in 2007, if I'm not correct, but close to that. And let me just check here and see if that is close to the year. Because what does that mean? Okay, bump it up and I'm looking to see if it says when it was discovered, and it does not. But normally, if it's a new discovery, just like a lot of stuff that comes out of Madagascar, like polychrome jasper, ocean jasper, things are discovered in Madagascar, and it's an island, basically. Yeah, it's a big hunk of land, but it's still an island. And what happens is they discover stones, and then eventually they will get mined out, like the two I just named, polychrome jasper and ocean jasper. Polychrome jasper was discovered while they were trying to find where ocean jasper was mined, and the guy that had mined it passed away in 1980 and never told anybody where he mined the stone. So people looked for years and years. They finally discovered some small pockets, and in the interim, they discovered polychrome jasper. It's the same thing when they're mining gemstones. Sometimes they're mining for something else, and a discovery of a gemstone is found. It could be mining silver. It could be mining iron ore. I don't know. I'm just saying that a lot of times when a mine is discovered, it's almost tailings from something that wasn't initially what they were mining for. So that's super interesting, and I know a lot of stuff is discovered because of that. So this is going to be your purple sapphire. Now, if you like purple, it's the color of nobility. Purple's for the crown chakra. This brings you to a higher ascension in your spiritual life. Purple's also a sign for transition, and that means that if you're transitioning from anything, from a job, maybe you're transitioning to put this ring on your finger. That's a transition right there. And you know what? This is $1,519.99, 25% off. Shop 5 in the comment. This bad baby can be yours for $1,139. That's the transition that this ring is going to bring. It's going to take a little bit of money out of your pocket, but you're going to have something that is spectacular. Now, this purple sapphire is once again part of our Rhapsody collection, which means that it is going to be in platinum. Now, I don't see a card here, DJ, but it says it comes with a card. So, it does come with an appraisal card. It says it on my sheets.
Yeah, we're just doing
So the appraisal card is not here, but all the specs are listed there. It will come with your certified appraisal card. The appraisal on this, I'm going to say, is probably, oh, it's right there, $10,999. Is that right? No. Okay, the appraisal is going to be around $10,000. But it's going to come with the card. Your center stone on this is over a carat, and your diamonds are 0.20. So these little stones on the side, those are going to be 10 pointers each, which is a fifth of a carat. And then your beautiful purple sapphire is going to be a carat. Now look at that platinum band. Folks, if you have never experienced platinum, and like I said, it's strange when you feel it because it feels silky. It's bizarre. And like I said, I've worked with metals my whole life. I can look at metal and know what it's mixed with. I know if it's white gold. I know if it's rhodium. I know if it's platinum. Platinum has such a silky, velvety, luxurious feel that I don't feel with gold. It's something entirely different. And like I said, this platinum, it's a workhorse. This ring will last a lifetime. It's an heirloom piece. It's something that if you are a September baby, you don't have to have a blue sapphire anymore. You can have whatever color sapphire you want. And this purple is so rare, and the color of it, it exhibits when you move it around. It does have that pleichromosome, which is a little bit, now when I'm holding it here, I can see a lot of pinks. When I maneuver it and move it in the light, I see a lot of purples. So you're going to see a variation of colors in this sapphire. That's why it's a rare, expensive stone. So folks, you can have this for $1,100. It's a beautiful ring. If you can afford it, get on board, because I think it's a decision you'll be happy that you made. Okay, we're going to move on to our Montebello Indicolite. Now this particular piece, this piece, I'm showing you the platinum piece right away. I only had 6, and I have 3 size 7s, 2 size 10, and 1 size 9. But I can tell you no problem, because the great thing about platinum is it can be sized. We can size it up or down, 2 sizes, as long as the stones aren't channel set. And so far, none of these are channel set. So if you want to purchase it and we don't have your size, no worries. And I believe on the platinum, we do free ring sizing. I'm not 100% sure on that on the live TV, live show here, but the 25% off, I'm 100% sure. And you know what? Your personal shopper, when you want to call them, can give the information about the sizing. So very, very important. Don't feel like you can't get it because we don't have your size, because we will make it work. Or maybe just choose a different finger. Okay, the main thing about when we're talking about indicolite, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to hold this sort of close to the camera. And once again, you can see the beautiful color on this, the play of color. Now, this is going to be, once again, in platinum. It's part of your Rhapsody collection. And this is 1.5 carat. And almost 6 grams of heavy platinum. Now, I hope this fits me because I want to try it on because it is spectacular, and it does. Look at that ring. This is going to be... This is a multifaceted oblong cut. So this is not an emerald cut. It's you would think it is by looking at it because it is cut oblong, but it's completely faceted. Folks, I have limited supply on this. I have 5 total in the house. This is going to come with your certified appraisal card. These are the most beautiful Montebello Indicolite I have seen in my lifetime, which means that these are quad 4, rare stone, super hard to get, and I can't believe they got this size stone. So center carat is going to be roughly 1 point, well, let me look at that for a second. So the carat weight on this The diamonds are a third. Diamonds are 0.35, and the center is 1.5 carat, 1.54. Look at the size of that. Is that right? No, carat weight is 1.19. Thank you, DJ, for pulling that up for me. So 1.19, that's a carat point. That's a carat and a fifth. And like I said, once you get above a single carat in any colored stone that's rare, the price starts to jump and jump and jump. If this was 2 carat, this would for sure be almost double in price. 3 carat, unheard of. 4 carat, it's on our superstar, rock star, or in the crown jewel somewhere. When you get into stones that large, it's uber wealth. And I'm talking, I'm sure there's people out there that are watching that have uber wealth, and congratulations. But the majority, that's only the 1%. Once you come into our land of the middle class or above, a 1.20 in Dicolite is really a beautiful gemstone to own. And folks, this particular stone is listed at, what is it listed at? $33.99. $3,399. This is going to be shop 6 in the comment, and 25% off that is $509, which brings us down to $2,549. Now, this is haloed by diamonds. These are the real thing. They are absolutely beautiful. These are EF diamonds, VS, which is EF. Like I said, D is the chart where the diamonds are colorless. EF and VS is, it goes VVS, VS, SI, I. And then there's an I at the top, but you don't really find that. So VS color on these stones and diamonds is perfect, which means that you can't see it with the naked eye if there's any inclusions. So this is going to come with your appraisal card. This is going to be $10,999. That is the cost of this beautiful indicolite ring with diamonds, but your cost at Shop LC, $2,549.99. This is an ooh la la piece. You know what? It's a piece that, if you want to do a selfish purchase, it's a piece that you're going to really love. There's sometimes when you buy a piece of jewelry, I don't care if it's a $10 piece of jewelry or a $10,000 piece of jewelry. Sometimes you just love that particular piece of jewelry. And I have stuff that's very inexpensive that I love to wear. And I have stuff that's very expensive that I wear occasionally that I love. The reason I don't wear my expensive stuff all the time, well, I'm rough on stuff. If I'm out running around and doing errands, I don't feel a need to wear a $10,000 ring on my hand. But sometimes I'll wear a $10 ring and I'll layer it up with all kinds of other stuff. It just depends where you're going. I'm a beekeeper. I can't wear rings when I'm out tending to the bees because if I get stung on the finger, can't get the ring off. So I have to be but I can wear bracelets and necklaces and stuff like that. So there's a reason that I particularly don't wear a lot of real expensive rings while I'm out doing stuff. Doesn't stop you though. If you want to be a fashionista, you wear whatever you want out there. Okay, we are moving on to, we have month appraisal ruby. And this one, the appraisal card is here. And this is, if you like the color pink, this might be the baby for you. Because this is, and every ring fits. I love it. DJ, thank you so much. Look at this stone. Are you kidding me? The color of this ruby. So, this is not Fisher filled. So when we sell a ruby, if it comes up FF, when we sell it and we'll say ruby FF, that's contorted Fisher filled, which means that we fill little crevices, we manipulate the stone. Those particular stones are sold from anywhere from $100 to $1,000 because they're manipulated a little bit. This is not. This is the real thing. This is the natural baby. When we talk about ruby, this is what we're talking about. And if you are a ruby baby, then if you don't own a ruby in your jewelry collection, it's something, I just started buying. I was watching the show with GP. That's part of our collection on the live TV, Gaia Perez. And it's a GP line, and every piece comes with a little initial in the back. But there was a bracelet that she designed and aired, and it was a snake bracelet. and it was all white zircon with ruby. Now, at the time, I owned one ruby ring that I bought 25 years ago in Thailand, and I had it done. It's in 22 karat gold. It's absolutely beautiful. I don't wear it a lot, but I saw this bracelet and I fell in love with it. And I bought it. I ordered it as soon as I could. It came to my house. And now, because of that, I now have that bracelet and two ruby rings, other side from my ring I got in Thailand. I love the color. I love when it's paired with white. Okay? I also bought one in yellow. But for some reason, when the rubies are paired with white and diamonds, it really, to me, makes that ruby pop. More so than in yellow gold. Yellow is a competing color. It's going to show up. When you have something like this, if I stand back and I stand back this far, you really don't even see the silver. You just see the ruby. You see that speck, that pink, right from far. It's not a speck, but you see that color play right away. If this was in yellow, that yellow would be competing with red. As an artist and a painter, I know that. If I painted this ring on a white background, it would stand out. If I painted it on a yellow background, it would be competing. So I particularly like gemstones set in platinum. I think they show up better. And like I said, it's the hardest metal out there in the world. This particular ring is appraised at $7,750. The diamond weight on this is 0.32, VSEF, full cut. So 0.32 is a third of a carat. The center stone on the ruby is 9 by 7 millimeter, and it's 1.93, just shy of 2 carats. So you're getting a 2 carat ruby ring done once again in our Rhapsody Platinum, a metal that is traded on the New York Stock Exchange as a commodity. It is investment. It's never going to wear. This is a piece that when that appraisal card comes, our price on this is $2,549. After the 25% off, I'm going to bring this ring down to $1,900 and $1,912. That is saving you $382 just for watching the show. It's also saving you 10 grand because the appraisal is 5 times higher than what you're paying for this. So remember, you're getting a Texas trifecta. You're getting diamonds. You're getting genuine ruby that's not heat treated, Fisher filled. This is the natural baby. And you're getting platinum, one of the most expensive precious metals out there in the world, for a fraction of the price you pay anywhere else. Folks, and to make it even better, you can put this on budget pay. So if you call our personal shopper, 888-835-2237, she can change your world and do magic with your credit cards and get this ring to you. If you want to, and there's the personal shopper number. I'm going to stand back and look how easy that is. Come on, that is an easy number to dial, and they are super friendly, and they will be your personal shopper. They will give you all the information you want. Let's say you live in California and you want mom in Florida to have this ring. Then you call our personal shopper. What they'll do is they'll take your first payment. They will drop ship or ship this ring directly to your mom, and you will continue to pay on it. So we have a bill to ship to program where you can ship anything to anybody even though you're paying for it. It's like, at Christmas time, think about when you go to ship gifts. Years ago, I went to one of my favorite stores. I had a friend of mine who she has very low income, and I try to buy her things that she couldn't get on the bus. Comforter, dish strainer, sheets and pillowcases, towels, all that big bulky stuff that she couldn't carry on the bus. I went to a big box store and I stood there in line and I bought the items. Then I went home and boxed them up, and the shipping alone was more than the items I was shipping. I returned all the items and I went on Amazon and I did free ship on everything. We do that for you. We will ship anything you want, especially if it's Tuesday is free shipping day here at Shop LC. So anything you want to buy, it could be the Geo that weighs 700 pounds. It's on our website. We'll ship it to you for free today. That saves you a substantial amount of money. And as Christmas comes closer and you buy stuff all day long, you can put it in your cart. Please confirm. But when you're buying stuff, you have the ability to have it shipped free of charge to anywhere else in the country. That is something spectacular, and that's going to save you a whole lot of money at the holidays. This ring, if you love it, it's going to save you a whole lot of money right today. $1,912.49 for a beautiful, genuine diamond ruby platinum ring, appraised at $7,750. We're giving it to you for $1,900. Okay, so that would be shop 7. Shop 7, if you're interested. I'm going to move on to our next item. And that is going to be, let me see, the matching pendant, which is always pretty. All right. So if rings are not your jam, maybe you have arthritis. Maybe you just don't want to wear rings. Maybe you're in a field of medical or have a job that requires you not to wear rings. Like I said, as a beekeeper, I only do that part-time, but if I was working full-time for somebody, I could not wear rings beekeeping when I'm out there working in the field. So there's a lot of jobs that require you not to wear rings on your finger. Now this, once again, this is a certified Mozambique ruby. This is going to be EF diamonds, VS color, 1.75 carat weight, 950 platinum. It comes on an 18-inch chain. Now this chain does not have an extender, so it's a straight 18-inch, but I can tell you right now, the chain is platinum. So do we care about extender? No. A platinum. I said to you, platinum has the most silky feel. It is, it's wearable wealth. It's luxurious. It's a workhorse. It just, in the 1920s, during the Art Deco period of, our history here in the United States, platinum was one of the most sought after and made metals used in all the beautiful Art Deco designs of rings and stuff. And people at that time had uber wealth. The Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts. I mean, they had houses in Newport, Rhode Island, and then they would summer down in St. Augustine, Florida, where Henry Flagler started the railroad business. So when you're talking about platinum, it is a metal that has been around for, well over a couple of hundred years, but it shows that when it's used in a time period of the most opulent wealth in the world, then you know that this is the metal that's going to sustain. It's traded on the New York Stock Exchange, folks. It's an investment. This right here is wearable art. And not only is it wearable art, but you're getting that beautiful ruby haloed by diamonds. Now, I'm going to read you the appraisal card. It is appraised at $4,800. That's what's going to come. This certified appraisal from an independent company. Today, this necklace is on our website, $2,339.99. If we take an additional 25% off, it brings it down to $1,754. I've just saved you $350. I'll do free shipping. I'll feed a child, and I'll put this on budget pay for you. Now I've done everything but put it around your neck. This is a great investment. The appraisal price, $4,800. We're giving it to you for less than half. Now, that center stone in the ruby is an 8x6 millimeter. It's 1.5 carat, 1.51, just over a half carat, just over 1.5 carat. And the diamond weight is going to be 0.24. That's a quarter carat, close to it. And you know what that means? Those diamonds are pretty large. That ruby is substantial, and this is an investment piece of beautiful jewelry that you can have for a fraction of the price. Remember, I'm doing a Texas twofer. I'm also giving you the chain with it for free. Hello, welcome to Texas. I'm giving you a platinum chain for free for buying the most exquisite ruby pendant you have ever seen. This is a natural ruby. It is not Fisher filled. It's not heat treated. Those are two things that you need to know when you're buying gemstones. Is it heat treated? Is it Fisher filled? Is it manipulated? Because if it is, yes, it is still a gemstone, but it lowers the value of the stone. And that's why these are part of our Rhapsody collection, because they are the best in the world. And that's what we're giving you, the best quality stones we can for a fraction of the price. Okay, that's going to be shop 8 in the comment. Remember, 25% off brings it to $1,754. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm just going to recap just briefly. We're almost at the top of the hour. Might have some people coming in and joining in. So my name is Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto, aka here at Shop LC, known as Queen Bee. I am a beekeeper. That's how I coined that name originally. You can follow me on my social media platform, Cheryl Benvenuto on Facebook. It's Italian. I'm in a full bee suit. Or on Instagram, Magical Journey Cheryl or Cheryl Magical Journey. Now, if you're just tuning in and you've never been to our Gem Fest, that's going to happen here at our corporate office. That's in a couple of weeks, September 19th. That's a free event that's happening for everybody. We're going to have a live Is it the 19th? It is. It's a live event. We have a fashion show. We have seminars that go on. You get to go behind the scene and meet the host, see what goes on, a live TV show. Right here, this is our live stream studio. So we have a couple of really big studios that we use here at our corporate office. So if you've never seen any of that before, it'd be a fun event. Come down from 2 to 6 on Friday and enjoy the festivities. It's all free. Everybody's welcome. If you want to know more about it, go on Facebook and put in Shop LC VIPs, and they have pictures posted. There's all kinds of information about the upcoming Gem Fest, and they have posted pictures from the last one. So it's a great event that's going to happen here. Also, if you're not aware of this, we have a new person that's in charge of our live stream. His name is John. He has made leaps and bounds and changes here at Shop LC. But what's happening is this Thursday coming up, we have a super special something. I can't tell you what it is because I've been told not to spill the beans. Oh, so hard for me not to tell you because it's so exciting. But we have 4 shows that day, and I'm not going to tell you what show it's going to be on or when. You got to tune in randomly and see, but I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to want to miss it because it's a spectacular surprise. Okay, we are going to continue to move on now to our beautiful Alexandrite. My favorite, my birthstone. So let me pull that ring up, and that is, let me see if this is it. Okay. So this is a beautiful band. Once again, it's our Rhapsody collection, which means platinum. Hello, platinum world. Now, this is interesting because this is Alexandrite, permeable tourmaline, and diamond. So these Alexandrites, these are from an area outside of Turkey. This ring is appraised at $9,700. Now, Alexandrite was first discovered in Alexandria, Russia. It was named after the Tsar, Alexandrite, and Alexander, and we usually put an "ite" on the end of every stone after it's named after somebody. They haven't named Cheryl yet, but it's coming someday when I find a brand new stone that nobody's ever seen. I will be calling it Cheryl. So that's how the words are always spelled at the end of every stone. It's ITE, usually named after, or the vicinity of where a gemstone is found. So Alexandrite was discovered in Russia many years ago. There was one mine only that it was discovered in. That mine particularly got mined out, and now it's a National Heritage Park. You cannot go to Russia and go there at this time, but it is a park. And what's happened now is because of that mine was the only single sourced ever where Alexandrite came, that this stone became a rare, valuable stone. And when I mean rare, if there's no more of it ever, hello, it's like a car and they built one in 1910. It was a Bentley and it's the only one in the world. What do you think the price of that's going to be? Astronomical. So when we're talking about Alexandrite, because it was one single source and mined out, the price of Alexandrite has always maintained a very luxury high price. Now, during the 50s and 60s, probably in the earlier, maybe 40s, they started to produce synthetic Alexandrite. They could do it. And so it's color changing. It's like a glass. It's not alexandrite, and the color changing is so prominent that you know it's not real. Alexandrite doesn't go from pink to purple in immediate. It's a slow color changing stone. It happens fairly quickly, but not with those vivid colors. Now, this is mined out of Turkey. There was a new find a few years ago. So now alexandrite, once again, we have it in jewelry, but single source stone once again. So this could be easily mined out within the next few years. And then once again, the price of alexandrite is going to skyrocket. Perdible tourmaline, also an extremely rare stone. It's the type of tourmaline that has a neon blue color. That is rare, folks. If you know tourmaline, there's black, there's red, there's pink. When you get into a blue tourmaline, the blues are usually a indigo, like a salon blue sapphire. That would be what I'd equate the normal blue tourmaline with. But when you're talking about Paraiba tourmaline, you're talking about something that has a neon blue color. One of the rarest in the world. The only other stone I could think of is neon blue spinel. But neon blue spinel, once again, it's not a tourmaline. It's a spinel. Entirely different family. But color-wise, those are the only two stones I could think of that have this cool and groovy color. So, $3,799. This is set, once again, in your finest platinum. The appraisal price is $9,700. This is going to be shop 9. I was just making sure on my sheet. Shop 9 in the comment. Then you're going to type in live 25, and you're going to get an extra $569 off. And it's going to bring this ring down to $2,849.99. Now, what I like about Shop LC, other than working here and buying and seeing cool and groovy jewelry, is that you have a 30-day safety net. So anything that you purchase from me or from a live stream or from our live TV, unless it's a clearance event, this is not a clearance event, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. That is your safety net. That gives you the flexibility to shop without worry. And we don't just credit and put it in a merchandise credit that you have to use here at Shop LC. We credit back whatever card you paid with, gets a full refund. So that gives you the ability to shop without worry. It also gives you the ability, if you like this and it's out of your price range, call our personal shopper. They will help you spread this out on multiple credit cards. So this ring can be yours. They do a little magic behind the scene. There's the personal shopper number. They are really good about that. They will help you with every purchase. We do buy to, ship to. We do all kinds of stuff to make it really easy for you to have prices like this, $9,700 for $2,849. So I've brought you a piece of alexandrite, rarest stone in the world, with perdible tourmaline, with diamond, for under $3,000. That is super duper special, and that makes it affordable. And then we'll split that up on budget pay into 5 payments to make it even more affordable. The gemstones and diamonds are no longer for the top 1% in the world. We have taken over the market here at Shop LC. We do everything in-house, and that's why we are able to bring you the lowest prices. That's why we stand apart from all of the other shopping networks, because we do everything in-house. We have stone cutters. We have designers. We have, everything. Everything to make this ring is done in one location, other than purchasing the stones from various locations, which our team of 9,000 employees is out there in the world scouring constantly to get the lowest priced on the rarest stones that you'll ever see. If we would just bring you amethyst all day long, we wouldn't have 1 million viewers. After a while, you might have 50 amethyst rings, but you're like, okay, what's next? Well, you know what? We bring you stuff that you cannot walk into a jewelry store and say, hey, do you have any alexandrite with perdible tourmaline and diamond? They're going to go, those are 3 entirely different stones, and I can get you some. It's a special order, and that's going to require a deposit. And all of a sudden, this something that we've manufactured becomes a project nightmare for somebody that you're walking into a jewelry store where they should have that availability, and they're going to charge you $10,000. By the time you walk away, not only are you going to feel defeated, beat up, and ripped off, but you're going to be $10,000 less in your pocket than what we're charging you here. And if you ever try to return something like that, it's a nightmare. They just beat you down. They want to give you credit. They want blood. They want all kinds of stuff. We don't do that here. Folks, you're going to get something that's rare, super, super rare. Be one of the people that has a rare gemstone ring. I always tell people, diamonds, there's millions of them. There are millions of them. They are mined in different locations of the world, and there's plenty. Diamonds are not in scarcity. Colored stones are. So colored stones are actually a much better investment. If you're investing money in jewelry, please don't just invest in diamonds. Invest it in colored stones that are almost mined out, because that's where the value is. If you look at it, if you go to Christie's auction or one of the big in-house auctions and you look, there's not really diamond rings that come up for auction. Have you ever noticed that? There's colored stone rings that have diamond accents. But the real value is when the larger gemstones that are colored stones that are no longer available, alexandrite, turquoisite, sleeping view turquoise. That's just 3 that I can name off the top of my head. There's many more out there. Those are the rings and pieces, pendants, whatever, that are they're gonna retain their value. And if you buy them, it's an investment. It is wearable art. It's a signature piece. You're paying a lot for it, but it's 100% going to retain its value, just like the stuff I'm showing you here. Remember, alexandrite, permeable tourmaline, and diamond for under $2,600. $2,549 is going to be your price. I'm going to bring that really close up to the camera. Hopefully it's not blurry. And that is your number 10, shop 10. And, oh, I'm sorry, that is your number 9, shop 9. Oops. And I'm going to bring you another ring right now. So, folks, this is all about acquiring a beautiful collection of, and that's me, I'm back in the camera, about acquiring a beautiful collection of some rare and valuable gemstones. And that's what you want. If you really are a jewelry aficionado and you've been out there, like I said, I watched that lab-grown diamond show that we had on Saturday. I could have bought every single piece. Everyone was exquisite. I have lab-grown diamonds. But investment-wise, money-wise, colored stones are going to retain their value. Okay, so we are moving on to another piece of, and so this is just, I gotta tell you, we had the Paribas tourmaline event here. Isn't there one of those books around? The hardcover books, DJ?
I don't think we do, no.
Okay. Well, we had an event here a few months ago where we brought in a gentleman that actually wrote a book all about Paribas tourmaline. That was his whole thing in life. Was he mined the stone, he sold the stone, he loved the stone. And so he wrote this unbelievable, beautifully illustrated book. So we had an event here at Shop LC where we brought in as much Paribas tourmaline as we could get our hands on. And we had stuff that started at a very low price up to stuff that was, $20,000, $30,000. When we have an event, we bring it all. And it was a full-on, full-day event. And I'm going to tell you some of the most beautiful jewelry you've ever seen. And it's all, some of it's in this book. It might be on the website. You can look on our website. It might be available, the book, still. But what I'm going to show you is one of the fun and cutest rings. And this is a triple, look at the triple lines. So this is one ring. I'm not stacking it up. That Paribas tourmaline is the center stone. So it's mirrored on both sides with your best quality diamonds. And I love this ring. I put it on my middle finger. It fits perfectly. I could put it on my pointer finger. I could put it on my ring finger and put a tighter band, a smaller band on either side. Folks, this is once again your Rhapsody collection. This is absolute 100% platinum. It's going to be over 6 grams, 6.80 in platinum to be exact. It's EF on your diamonds, VS2. That means, EF colorless pretty much. VS2, very slightly included. And the diamond weight is going to be over a half a carat. 0.60, and your Periba tourmaline is going to be 0.60 and up 1.6, 11 pieces. So these are all full cut between the diamonds and the Periba tourmaline. These are all full cut round stones, and then they're beautifully and elegantly set in this beautiful platinum. Now, the appraisal price on this is, I don't see the, okay, well, $10,999. Our price, $3,399 after the live 25 that you're going to type here, and this is going to be shop 10. Right here this is the number of this ring, shop 10. We're going to save you an extra $509 and bring this down to $2,549. Now, the best thing about this is, Periba tourmaline, when you buy this ring, and I'm talking to you out there, when you buy this ring, every single stone is individually and precisely matched in color. That is the significance of buying a ring like this. When you're buying a colored gemstone, that's rare. It has to be precisely matched. If I had one that was light blue, one that was dark blue, one that was a medium blue, this ring would look all over the place. It would not be a $10,000 ring. It'd be a few $100 ring, because that means the stones are not good quality. They have precisely matched every stone in this ring to create a triple row of the best and beautiful quality that you're going to see out there. $2,549.99 for a ring that's valued over $10,000. Once again, Rhapsody collection. This is the hardest metal. It's platinum. 950 is going to be your premium metal. And folks, this is one that you don't want to let get away, because when we just start talking about the rarity of colored gemstones, this is one of the rarest ones. Tony Diaz does a show that he talks about this particular stone, and if you can invest in it, and it's some money that you do have on budget pay, we can make it work. This is going to retain its value, because this is one of the rarest stones that's getting mined out. Super, super difficult for us to even acquire any from places that it comes from one mine source, from people that have mined it or holding on to it. We're trying to gather as much as we can, but it's really difficult, and it's an exquisite piece of jewelry. Like I said, platinum just has this great, smooth, silky feel. And you can see how Shop LC does this. You can see the side, see all those little beautiful triangle shapes? That is to let the light through on all sides of this. The undercarriage on this is completely finished. Once again, Shop LC does that with all their rings. They could have left that just open and hollow. That's what most manufacturers do, because it saves them a bunch of money. We actually have to make a mold for the underside of this ring. So not only making a mold for the top and the shank, we have to make an underside mold. So that's double the work. We're not charging you extra for that. That's something that Shop LC does, because they want to bring you the best quality out there. We don't want returns. We don't want you to get this home and open it up and be disappointed. That's not going to do anything for us other than give us bad advertising and make you angry. We want to give you the best of the best at a fraction of the price, so that when you open something up and that padded envelope comes or DHL comes, that you are excited, you are happy, you're going to open it up, we are delivering the joy, but we want to see that joy on your face. So write in, give us some testimonies on stuff that you've bought. We love to read it. If it wasn't a pleasant experience, send that too, because it's all read behind the scenes in corporate, and anything that they can correct, they are on, and they want to correct it. We don't want to lose you as a customer, a friend, a family member, a VIP. We want to keep you in our family and friendship circle, because you know what? It's a great, passionate place for every age, every sex to be in. and we love to spread the joy. So if you can have the ability to buy stuff like this for $2,500 and make it affordable, this is something that years ago, like I said, this would only be for the uber wealthy, the Jennifer Lopez's, the rock stars, the musicians, the football players. Now we have made this affordable for all of us. All of us. And that's a wonderful thing. Okay, I'm going to move on to Patroki Kunzite. This is so darn pretty. Okay, 11's my lucky number. And this is going to be shop 11 in the comment. And boy, oh boy, is this a stunner. So what did I say about, I'm going to wipe off the stone because it has my fingerprint on it. When you're talking about a larger size stone, now, first of all, to get grade A kunzite to make into jewelry, I have sold, I'm just going to take a little sip of tea here, folks. Give me a second. I have sold kunzite over and over, larger pieces. Look at the quality of this. Oh my goodness. So when I'm talking about gem quality kunzite, I'm talking about quad 4 quality kunzite. Now, if you've never seen Patroki kunzite, you need to get in on this fast. This is once again, now, I'm going to say this could be a gents ring. Absolutely 100% unisex because I love it. Look at the band. So now I'm going to take this off. This is a little bit small for me. But see, I can yank on it and stuff. Nothing's happening. So if you look at the side of this, look at the high polish. Now that is platinum. That is going to last forever. This is 11 grams of platinum. It is silky. It is luxurious. It has that Patroki kunzite that is one of the most recognizable and beautiful gem quality colors you can get out there. Now, all these little diamonds that are in there, these are recessed, but they're actually all prong set, but they're recessed a little bit, so they're not going to catch on anything. This baby is exquisite. So, I'm jazzed up about this. It is the most beautiful ring. Okay, the appraisal price on this, $7,100. I'm going to put it back on the ring form because this one, the pink, is so exquisite it looks better on the black. So I'm going to spin this around. Let's do a little bit of play of light so you can see. I'm going to move it around because I really want you to see the color of the center stone. It is off the chart exquisite. And that's what I'm talking about. When I'm talking about investment quality in stones, this is what I'm talking about, investment. So when you're buying jewelry, we can all buy stuff that's $100. I buy a lot of stuff here that's $100. But when you're talking about something that's heirloom quality, that's going to hold its value, that's something that when you you can resell it and make money just on the platinum alone, pop that center stone out, that's going to be an investment right there. And then you have your diamonds on top of it. So you have your triple play of expensive, beautiful pieces. Now, like I said, this could be unisex. This could be a man's pinky ring. I had it on my ring finger. I would put it on my pointer finger. I would put it on my middle finger. I love a heavier band. I like stuff that is really holds its weight. You can see that I have on another giant cuff. I always wear a cuff. Normally I wear my signature cuff. I decided to switch it out today. But I like stuff that I know is on me. I like to feel it. I like it to have some weight, some stability. I like to look at it and go, that is the most exquisite kunzite I've ever seen. So I can be driving my car and I just see that beautiful sparkle as I'm moving the steering wheel. Folks, something like this, if you have never had Patroki kunzite, do not let this one get away. This is going to be 25% off. So our price, $2,699.99. After 25% off, brings it right above $2,000. This would be $2,024. We have just saved you $404. This is shop 11 in the comment. It is absolutely exquisite. If you have never owned platinum, never, I implore you to go feel it. Go to a local jewelry store. Say, can I see a platinum band? Just feel the metal. It has a strange, silky, that's the only way I can explain it. I think, I drink one particular kind of water that has a silky, it's, bottled water. And this platinum, it also reminds me that it is just, I'm going to take off this large. I'm going to take off my stuff because you know what? I really want you to focus in on this Petroki Kunzite. And look at that. I have it now so you can see a side view. This is under $2,100, $2,024. It is absolutely stunning. Okay, let's get into the size of the stone because I'm just blown away. So your center stone is going to be octagon, which is an unusual cut, obvious for a gemstone. It's going to be 5.16 carat. Bam! 5 carat. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Anything over a carat, the price quadruples. 5 carat. That is a mind blower. Okay, cut. Of course, the cut is excellent. Okay, the side diamonds, 0.14, VS, EF, full cut. I don't even care about the diamonds so much. I am in love with this 5.16 carat Petroki Kunzite in platinum, almost 12 grams of platinum. This is a piece that will last a lifetime. You know what? Like I said, gents pinky ring. Hello, welcome to the world of, I just won the lottery. Women's ring here on this finger. You can order larger. I have all sizes. Pointer finger ring. Hello, welcome to the world of, and I was saying, the reason they call this a pointer finger, I've said it on TV. Do you remember, and I'm pointing now, your mother, your teacher at school, hello, Cheryl, whenever you get disciplined, they would put out that pointer finger. Now, there's got to be a myth or reason. I don't know why, but I can tell you this. When you wear a ring on that pointer finger, it's a power symbol. You're noticing, you're making that pointer finger more noticeable. That means subconsciously you're wearing a sign of authority on that finger because you want people to notice that. It's a very interesting mindset. But when you wear a ring on that pointer finger, you do feel stronger. You do feel, it just gives you a feeling. If you want this ring for $2,024, how many do I have of these? I have 3. 3 in the entire world. Here I am talking about this ring like I have 10,000 of them. There's 3. If you want to be one of the lucky 3 in the world that owns over 5 carat Petroki Kunzite in 12 grams of platinum, today is where you want to be. Shop 11. Whoosh, let that little arrow fly and type in live 25. And if there's an issue, you call our personal shopper and you get this ring because it is substantial. Now, that's going to come with not only 1 card, but 2 cards because it is extra special. That is your appraisal card. And this was done on April 25th of 2024, which means that this is over a year old, which means that ring right now is more valuable than on this appraisal card. Because when this was appraised, platinum was not this high. Petroki Kunzite, we're able to get larger pieces. That's now come and gone. So everything on this card is going to be more expensive. So if you had this reappraised at today's price, it's going to be higher than this. Okay, that's what it's going to be to replace this. It is a $12,000 ring. $12,000. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm going to say it again. $12,000 for $2,000 for you. The platinum alone is worth that. So think about that. You're getting over 5 carat Petroki Kunzite in 12 grams of platinum with diamonds. It's a steal deal. 3 in the world. If you're one of the lucky ones, get in on this. Call our personal shopper. Say Cheryl sent you, and you must have this ring. I can take the blame, especially when it's for something great. Okay, I'm going to move on to, we have Santa Maria Aquamarine. Now, if you don't know anything about aquamarine, maybe you're an aquamarine baby. I don't know. But what I do know is that not only are we going to give you Santa Maria Aquamarine, that's quad 4. I can't do that with an accent. But we are also going to give you Bacoya. And that's probably pronouncing it wrong because I can butcher any language. Colombian emeralds. Hello. Welcome to the world of the best of both worlds. So not only do you have Santa Maria Aquamarine, which is mined out, and then you have your Bacoya. How do you say that?
I think it's Boyaca.
Boyaca. Okay. Let me say that a couple of times. Boyaca. I told you I can butcher any language, and if it has an R in it, remember, I am from Boston. I did not purchase an R from Vanna White today. She was off the set, so if I'm missing an R in my language, do not write in because I didn't buy one today. So go pack the car. All right, and let's talk about Bacoya, Colombian Emerald, and Santa Maria Aquamarine, paired once again in platinum. Rhapsody collection. This also comes with not one, but 2 appraisal cards. Why? Because it's special. It has 2 stones. It needs 2 cards. It needs to feel special. Okay. The first card is going to be your certified appraisal done independently through a third party. And this one is appraised at only $9,500. I thought it would be more than that. Our price is estimated retail, but not appraisal price, $19,999. Now, appraisal price, $9,500. And this was also appraised July of 2024, which means platinum has gone up, aquamarine mined out, also the Colombian emerald, this quality, quad 4, and these are pear-shaped. So let's go over the specs of the stones and why I move this close to the camera so you can actually see it. So your center stone is your oval. That's going to be 1.03 carat. It is quad 4. Your side diamonds are going to be 0.44, which is almost a half carat. Those are going to be VS and EF color. And then your Colombian emerald pear shapes are going to be 0.53, which is a shade over a half carat, which means they're 25 points each, all for a total. And your platinum is platinum. I'm looking, folks. Your platinum is your platinum, some heavy gram platinum.
No, it says, I think 5.
Oh yeah, 5.90 grams. See, we figured that out. Almost 6 grams of pure platinum, and that is 950, part of our Rhapsody collection. I love what they've done with this, so I'm going to take it off and try to show it close to the. But I love how what they've done. They've done a halo around the oval stone. But they've carried that halo and incorporated it down to a point around these pear shapes. So you talk about an exquisite design. Now, if you look at the side view, it almost looks like a little bit of a flower motif from a different angle. Now, the reason that the undercarriage is completely done, you also have some diamonds cascading down the shank here. And here's a bigger picture. So this is what I mean. So you see how these are haloed, but normally it would go up and halo right here. So they've broken up that halo and put in this beautiful pear-shaped Colombian emerald. And so they've continued the halo to make it look almost like a flower petal motif. And then you have your diamonds cascading down the sides of the shank. But every single one of these diamonds is a full faceted stone. Then you have your oval in the center and your beautiful pear shapes on the side. And this ring, honestly, is absolutely beautiful. And then you have almost 6 grams of platinum on top of it. So once again, this is $35.99. Our price, this is shop 12. This is your price today, $26.99. I've taken off $539. So original price, $35.99. Your price, $26.99. I've saved you $539, and that is going to be shop 12 in the comment. It's going to come whoosh, not one, whoosh, but 2 cards. Why? Because it has 2 colored stones and some diamonds, and it's extra special. So it gets 2 cards. You know, you can do whatever you want with the cards. You can fan yourself. You can frame them. You can put them in your safe. It doesn't matter. These are your appraisal cards, and this is what this ring would cost if you bought it for $2,600 and you lost it. Insurance is going to pay you $9,500. But you might never be able to find this kind of stone again. That's why they pay you that, because good luck finding it. So the one I have on right now, I'm going to say this is probably, oh yeah, this is big. This is, oh, look at that. Hello. Ooh, 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 pointing at me. Oh, and I'm saying, this is spectacular. So if you want to put it on that pointer finger, it looks awfully regal. And I think if I was pointing and reprimanding anybody, they would be mesmerized by my beautiful ring and probably not paying attention to the words that I'm saying. Oh, if you're Italian, look, oh, listen to me. See, that pointer finger, it stands out, folks. Okay, that can be yours, $2,699. It is spectacular. Almost as nice as a Patoki kunzite. Now we're going to move on to, ooh, okay, I'm feeling a little blue, and I don't mean sad. I'm feeling a little blue happy. Maybe blue's your jam. Maybe you like blue jeans, Sleeping Beauty turquoise, the color of the sky, the color of the ocean. I have a stone that you are going to be gaga over, and ooh, ooh, ooh. It's large, but not expensive, but extremely large. And it is so, so pretty. Okay. This goes there. This is a stunner. Now, the picture that we're pulling up on the web, not even close to what this ring really looks like. Look at that. That is right there your best quality tanzanite in the world, in the marketplace, anywhere out there. This is what you want for tanzanite. Do not be swayed by the lighter color. Yes, the lighter color is tanzanite. But if you want resale, if you want investment, you better best get this quality, because this will retain its value. Okay. So let's dive into the world of tanzanite. Right off the bat, this is going to be shop 13 in the comment. Our price on this ring is $3,399.99. Your price, $2,549. I'm giving you $509 off the price of this ring today when you shop the Live 25 live stream shows. Now remember Thursday, John has something extremely exciting planned for all our viewers out there, so stay tuned. I can't tell you what show on Thursday, but I can tell you it's worth watching. So stay tuned, because John, our new boss, who does all this beautiful, he's the head honcho. He has given the okay for me to tell you a sniglet, but he won't let me tell you what it is because it ruined the surprise. But it's a good surprise, so I hope everybody stays tuned on Thursday. Okay, this beautiful tanzanite ring is $11,000. Yes, that's the appraisal. This is, once again, Rhapsody Collection 950 Platinum Quad Tanzanite. That's the best you can get in tanzanite. Plocreism, which is a color changing ability. I probably just said it wrong, but it's Plechrroism. It is, so when you look at this tanzanite, what they mean by that is when I turn this stone and it hits different lights, this particular tanzanite will show flashes of red, of burgundy, of purple, of the most vivid blue, and that's the luxury of having the best quality tanzanite in the entire world. $3,399 for this ring, 3.5 carat. Remember I told you, large gemstones, investment quality. 25% off brings this down to $2,549 for a ring that is appraised at $11,000. So let's dive in. The Tanzanite center is an oval. It is 10 by 5 and 8 by 5. So that's pretty substantial right there. It is 3.32 carat of full-on quad 4 Tanzanite. Bam! That's investment right there. If you bought this loose, you'd pay 3 carat, probably close to this. You're not going to get the platinum setting and the diamonds with it. Okay, the diamonds, side weight, 0.18, VSEF color, full cut, platinum ring. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to put it on their little ring over here, my little finger. And I'm going to bring this close to the screen and I'm going to turn it around at different angles so you can actually see the color of this tanzanite. So when I talk about the best of the best in the world, so what's happening with the tanzanite mines is our team, not my team, but Shop LC's team, has gone over to Tanzania for, I believe they've gone now 4 times. The first time they went over, it was 2008, when this used to be the Jewelry Discount Network, before it was Shop LC. They sent over a team, and at that point, there were 4 parts of the mine open, and they call them, I'm going to say tunnels. I can't think of the word right now. 4 tunnels. Now, in 2018, our team went back to photograph and look at tanzanite, buy the lot, see what they had. You know, we have buyers over there buying stuff all the time. 2 of the mines absolutely closed down. And the stuff that's coming out of the mines now is not this quality. When a mine is discovered, a vein of gemstone, it's a vein. And it starts thick and it winds down and because it's made with water and stuff. As water seeps through stones, through heat and pressure, it creates gemstones, gem and minerals. It's part of the process of beautiful stuff being created over millions of years. But what happens is, the tighter the stones get, the less space for water to trickle in, which means that those veins are getting thinner and thinner. It means the quality and the size of the material is smaller and smaller. So quality and size like this, once again, very, very hard to get now. This will be non-existent, this quality, in a couple of years. Shop LC has bought quite a bit of it that we are slowly trickling out because on a stone that's over a carat, this is an investment. At $2,500.49, it is not breaking the bank investment. It's in platinum and it's with diamonds. This is something that you can put in a safe. You know, I would wear it. I mean, hello, look at how beautiful that is. I would hate to see this beautiful stone tucked away in a safe for nobody to see because you want to save it for resale value. This is something that should be worn. It is beautiful. It's a hard stone and it's in platinum, so you don't have to worry about scratches. Now, folks, remember, $11,000 is the $11,000. That's right, is the appraisal price. I'm giving it to you for $2,549.99. And that is going to be shop 13 in the comment. Get in on this if you can. It's a beautiful, beautiful ring. And I'm going to move on. Now we have, maybe the ring wasn't your jam. How about a nice pair of studs? Look at those. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Those are mighty pretty. Looking up behind the ear. You can see them. They are substantial. These are going to be, these are princess cut. Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I love, these are cushion. Let me look. They look like cushion cut. Okay. Look at the size of those. And they are haloed by diamonds. Once again, these are platinum. These are going to have your screw backs on them. I can see the little screws, and that takes, you have to actually screw the nut off that post, so you're never going to lose these earrings. $3,999 is our price here at Shop LC. Your appraisal price is $8,800. Now this comes with 2 cards. Why? Because there's 2 earrings. I don't know why it has 2 cards. But it comes with 2 cards, and they both have the information on it. Tells you all about, first of all, our Rhapsody collection is always done in platinum or one of the most, highest content metals. This is a quad 4 pair of tanzanite earrings. EF, VS on the diamonds. I'm going to tell you, absolutely spectacular. The color on these studs. Now, I know a lot of us maybe don't want a ring. Maybe you want a pair of tanzanite studs. The tanzanite stones, they're cushion cut. Cushion, I was correct on that. I just bought a lab-grown cushion cut diamond, 3 carat that I'm having set, that I bought on Shop LC. Okay, these are 6x6 millimeter. These are quad 4. They are excellent cut, which means no imperfections. The diamond weight is 0.32. That's 16 per earring. The appraisal is $8,800. Your price today, $2,999.99. You can put these on budget pay. No problem. Call our personal shopper. They can do magic for you, but these earrings are exquisite. They're beautiful, and they can be yours for a fraction of the price out there in the real world. Okay, that would be shop 14. Shop 15, I'm going to move on to Tessavarite Garnet. Now, if you want something cool and funky, Tessavarite Garnet paired with Papadashra Sapphire. Oh, and this ring. Oh, it just, once again, it's platinum. It just feels, platinum has a really unique weight to it too. Like you actually feel the weight. So when I put this on, I can tell by the weight that this is platinum, believe it or not. And that's to a trained eye. A lot of people would never be able to, but when you work with metals all the time, it's very easy. You can just pick up stuff and know whether it's rhodium, white metal, platinum. Okay, your center stone, Tessavarite Garnet, super, super rare. Look at the color of that. That is a Tessavarite Garnet at its best. I think every Tessavarite Garnet wishes it could be this beautiful, but unfortunately it can't. This is pear-shaped. It's 1.28 carat. It's a quad 4 once again. The gemstones, the Paparasha sapphires are 0.29, almost a 1/3 carat. And your diamonds are going to be 0.28, VF, EF, VS, EF, super, super clear diamonds. Folks, the price on this, $3,999. After the 25% off, brings it down to $2,999. I saved you $600. And this is going to be shop 15 in the comment. Remember, your appraisal price on this, look at how high that is. $17,500. That's the appraisal price on this ring. $17,500. So if you walked into a jewelry store in the mall and they had this ring, you'd be paying $17,000 for this ring. At Shop LC, you're going to pay $3,000. Now, I don't care what kind of coupon, Black Friday, Monday Madness, you are never going to find this ring or these particular gemstones put together in a jewelry store for that price, for $2,999. That's what we do best here. We give you the best of the quality, the best merchandise at a fraction of the price. Folks, this is a steal deal. That center stone alone, I really hope you can see the color of it because it is so exquisite. It's almost like a chrome diopside. If you don't know what that is, it's a beautiful green stone that comes from Siberia, Russia. This is a little bit lighter. This looks like chrome diopside mixed with emerald, and they had a party, and they created boom, boom, Tessavarite Garnet. And then it's mirrored, and you can see that beautiful halo of orange. That's your Papadashra sapphire. Very, very rare stone, and then you have a halo in between every color with diamond. Done in solid platinum. It's heavy. Platinum weight on this is 7.85 grams. So you're talking about almost 8 grams of solid platinum. And platinum has gone up substantially in price. It's not one of the players that like gold that just jumps and jumps and jumps. Why? Because it's much rarer. It's much harder to manufacture. And when gold is available and it's less money and easier to manufacture, of course, people are going to go with gold. And then sterling silver is even easier to manufacture. But platinum is creeping up in price incredibly, and it's gonna continue to go in price. It's gonna be at some point. I keep investing in it. I'm hoping it skyrockets, but we'll wait and see. Okay, this is going to be number 16. Number 16. This is. I want to show you this ring because I just watched a documentary on YouTube with a gentleman who only decided to carry zircon as a stone. He was seeking out the most expensive zircon in the entire world. And you know what? This blue zircon is one of those pieces. Okay, blue zircon. It's Paribal tourmaline once again. It's double haloed with diamonds, 4.36 carat. EFVS color. Once again, this is done in platinum. So your appraisal card on this is a breakdown. 28 carat. Total gemstone weight. Oh, that's not the right ring. Forget I said that. I was looking. 4.36. I'm thinking, is that 20 carat? How could there be 20 carat? 4.36 carat weight. Total. This has two of the best stones that you ever want. You know what? And the way that they've haloed this, if you look at the second halo, the outer halo, it's actually clean baguette cut diamonds. Now, baguettes are oblong cut. When they cut baguettes, they have to have the cleanest, absolute cleanest diamond, more so than an emerald cut. So those little baguettes that are haloing the outside, the second halo on this ring, are so clean and bright and shiny. And then that blue zircon in the center is something that is just phenomenal. I mean, I can see the color coming through. Excuse me. This ring is done in pure platinum. It's unbelievable price. Folks, your price on this ring is not going to be $5,000. Can you bring this one up, DJ?
Yes.
Number 16.
Should be number 15.
I did 15. I'm on 16.
Oh, okay.
So he's bringing up the price, and we are going to look at it because my brain is not working. I have a few minutes left of the show, and I want to make sure I get 2 more pieces left. Okay. This is $29.99 on our website, and this is, so you can see. Can you bring it up behind me too, DJ? I'm sorry.
No worries.
I want them to, because the diamonds are on. So this was the last ring we just showed you with the Tsavorite garnet and the Papadashara sapphires. So you can really see the color play in these 2 rings, and that's why sometimes the picture in back is great because it shows you exactly. But when you're trying to look at this and I'm moving it around, it is a little distracting. I understand that. So this is what I'm talking about. See all these little stones right here that they've sort of angled? Those are your diamond baguettes. That's what I'm talking about. So these particular stones have to be incredibly clean with no inclusions to get the most sparkle they can. And then look at this. This is your beautiful halo with that Papadashara, the Paribal tourmaline, thank you. And then you have your blue spinel. Folks, I am telling you, this ring is substantial. $2,999.99, not your price. Live 25 is going to bring it down to $2,249. $2,249. And this is going to be shop 16 in the comment. Put in live 25 and it'll bring the price down to $2,200. Personal shopper can help you with anything else, any questions that you have on this spectacular piece. Okay, we're going to move on to number 17, shop 17, and this is going to be your pink spinel. Now, I just showed you blue spinel. So when we're talking about colored stones like the pink and blue spinels, you're talking about rarity. You're talking about wealth. You're talking about something that is so few and far found that this is what I'm talking about when I say colored stones are an investment. This particular piece is going to be 1.185. It's quad mahogany spinel, oval, one piece, 0.78 carat, and your diamonds are going to be 0.40. So you're being haloed also down the side shank. You have a double halo in diamonds with two little larger accent diamonds. But when you're talking pink spinel, this is unbelievable value on this particular ring. I'm looking at $3,299. And I'm going to do something while DJ is doing something behind the scenes. $3,299. Brings us down to $2,474.25. That's going to be your discount. This is pink spinel. Pink and blue spinel, I'm going to tell you right now, boy, girl. If you have two kids, boy, girl, and you want to invest in colored stones, I just showed you that idea. These can be worn. It's wearable art. You can stick them in a safe. Believe me, they are going to go up, up, up in investment quality and price. So now I have a couple minutes left. I'm going to move on to my last and final piece, and that is going to be your Alexandrite strand. So full on strand of Alexandrite. This is mined out of Turkey. This is going to be 28 carat in Alexandrite. This is a color changing stone. So this stone will naturally change color from incandescent light when I go outside. So every single one of these little Alexandrites is hand faceted. They're all miniature roundelettes. And if you can see this, I don't know how the lights are in here, but I don't know if you can see the sparkle that this has. So I'm going to move it around a little bit, just slowly, so you can see how every single one of those little roundelettes is sparkling. This is done in platinum. It's going to have your 2-inch platinum extender. So this is 18 to 20 inch. Folks, 28 carat in Alexandrite. Now, if you're a June baby and you have never had Alexandrite and you said, I've always wanted it, maybe this is the piece for you. Maybe this is the Christmas present to yourself. Maybe the hubby's watching, or partner and lover, and they say, hey, you know what she's always wanted, or he always wanted Alexandrite. This is the time that I'm going to buy it. Folks, this is that's quite a good deal. Is that correct? Is that the price, DJ?
Yep.
Okay, so my friend DJ has just done something miraculous for our friends, family, and folks out there. I'm looking at $31.99. That's the realistic price for 28 grams of platinum with a platinum Alexandrite with a platinum extender, platinum lobster claw, platinum end bell caps. You know what? He's done something substantial. Last item of the show, and you know what? He has just blown me away. Folks, last item of the show, $31.99 should be the price. He brought it down to $7.99, and then you know what? 25% off in the live 25. This is shop 18, brings it down to $509.99. $500, you can have 28 grams of Alexandrite, one of the rarest stones in the entire world. Who doesn't want this? I know I do. I have 4 of these in the world. If you want to get one of these, make sure you secure your purchase. Call the personal shopper. You can do it on your own. If you just want to budget pay this, it'll all come up when you pull it up. It'll be shop 18. Hit the arrow, and then it will bring you up to the prompt to the order page. Folks, $500, 28 grams of platinum. I saved the last for the best because you will never, ever find a necklace like this Alexandrite for $500. Individually sparkly cut roundelettes with platinum. This is a steal deal. Do not let this get away from you, because this would be sad, sad, sad if you really want and you've never had an Alexandrite in your collection. Maybe you're a June baby. Maybe you just collect rare and exotic gemstones from around the world. This is the piece that you're going to want, because this price is going to go away as soon as the four are sold, and there's no way Shop LC can bring this back in at this price. Platinum has gone up. Alexandrite, once again, turkey mind, it's getting scarcer and scarcer, especially when you're dealing with really good quality stones. The value goes up when the price and the quality of the stones is better. So if you want something that is really high quality at a fraction of the price, right now on this Alexandrite pendant, $509. That is a steal deal. Okay, folks, I'm going to recap real quick. My name is Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto, aka Queen Bee. Yes, I am a beekeeper. I also love to be the queen, but I am a beekeeper, and so that's how they named me Queen Bee. We have something exciting happening here Thursday. If you watch any of our live streams, John is going to do something super exciting for our customers, so stay tuned for that. If you want to come to GemFest here in Austin, Texas, come on down Friday the 19th, 2 to 6 p.m. It's a free event for everybody. You can meet the host. You can see what goes on and see how a TV show is actually filmed. We have a fashion show. We have a couple of seminars. A free event. I'm going to say that again. It's free. You can follow me on my social media, Cheryl Benvenuto on Facebook, or on Instagram, Magical Journey Cheryl, or Cheryl Magical Journey. I'll be posting some pics coming up this week of my trip to Bali. I just got back on Monday, and so I'll be posting some killer pictures on my website. So, folks, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a fantastic Tuesday. Make the best of every day. We all have stuff in our life that sucks, but you know what? We're alive, and every day is a blessing. So make the best of it and put some sunshine in somebody's, give somebody a nice smile. Maybe buy them a nice gift here on Shop LC and make their day. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye. Well, unbelievable. I got through every single piece.
You did it. You should have said the TV was out.
Oh, I thought you were screwing me. I didn't know.
Oh, no.
I wasn't paying attention. I just saw it was black, and that's